Hey guys, and welcome back to Brexit. Brexit England, Northern Ireland, and Eastern Europe. And in Brexit England, it seems we're going to start with Brexit. There's a lot of talk in this country about the weather. Not our weather, the weather where our fruit and vegetables are grown, because most of ours are not grown in this country. Even though, right, you're talking about talking about things like tomatoes and, stuff that can be grown in this country quite easily. But for some reason, our government years and years ago decided it's better for us to import all this type of stuff, and they made sure they destroyed all of our industries. And obviously with Brexit, they really put the boot in even further. So now, because obviously, our farmers can't get people to pick their fruit and vegetables. So a lot of them have just gone out of business in that way, or a lot of them haven't planted because you know what, if you can't get no one to pick them, so we're not going to plant them because we can't get the all the stuff that we had our hands on before these damn racist idiots voted for Brexit. But there's talk of the weather, and that's the reason why our shelves are not as stocked up as the Ukraine's shelves. Do you know that people have left this country? Ukrainians have left this country to go back to Ukraine for medical treatment. They were showing pictures the other day of shops in the Ukraine that are stacked with fruit and vegetables. And your next question should be, why is this country run so badly? I'll tell you why it's run so badly. Because you people are a damn bunch of racist idiots, right? Who listen to the Tories when the Tories say to you, oh, we're going to, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of all the bloody immigrants, get rid of all of them, all the blacks, the bloody Asians, and anyone who speaks the fucking foreign language, we're going to get rid of them. That's what the Tories have been telling you all these years, while filling their own pockets and fucking the country up. But anyway, the weather, because they keep telling us, oh, it's down to the weather, isn't it? Why we've got a shortage of fruit and vegetables on our shelves, and everybody else in Europe, shelves are full of fruit and vegetables. And say, but it's not down to Brexit. Well, of course it's not down to Brexit. That's what they say. It's down to the weather. But you see, the bigger picture is this. Because unfortunately for us, after we voted for Brexit, we are, I'm just trying to think of what Obama said. Back of the queue. That's where we are. Which means, right, that if there is a shortage, right, everybody else gets theirs first, right, and then whatever is left over, right, that can come to us. What's ever left over. So whether it's wonky, because we like our fruit and vegetables straight. I mean, this is what the Europeans could just do. They could just say, well, what we'll do is just make sure that all the wonky stuff just goes over there, because we know that there's going to be plenty of it. They like it. Well, no, actually we don't. We want all straights. We want straight stuff. But no, right, now, because we're at the back of the queue, as Obama said we was going to be, but he was talking about America at the time. We wasn't thinking we was going to be at the back of the queue of Europe, of the EU, unless you listen to the people when they were speaking about Project Fair. And they said, you know what? These are the type of things that are going to happen. We're going to have a shortage of staff. We're going to have a shortage of food. Even though, right, Jacob Rees-Mogg said, oh no, there will be cheap food and cheap shoes for peasants. Still not emerged yet. Jacob Rees-Mogg was asked, what benefits are there to Brexit? And Jacob Rees-Mogg said something about those signs in tunnels, being taken from out of meters and converted into yards or something like that. Something like that. That was his, And then, of course, there is the vaccine rollout. And someone should really say to these people, so what you're saying to me, that if we didn't have a pandemic, there'd be no benefits to Brexit. because, you know, the vaccine rollout, even that's a lie, but the vaccine rollout is the one day, you know, Steve Baker said it the other day, right? And the guy just said to him, listen, you know what, I'm not even going to challenge you because, you know, it's just so funny, right? But, you know, that's the only thing that they've got. So when they're talking about now that it's down to the weather, yes, it is down to the weather. But unfortunately, right, if we had good weather, then we would have loads of fruit and vegetables because there would be so much more to go around. They'd have an excess. But now there's a shortage, right? The people who are left out, right, are the people who are at the back of the queue. You know, the EU will just take whatever they've got and they'll just share it out amongst themselves. And then, you know, after that, you know, well, yeah, just send over those 4 boxes of carrots and those leeks. And that's it. But, you know, there's only one people who have put themselves in that position, and that is the people of this country for being a bunch of racist damn idiots. And welcome back to By Any Means Necessary. Thank you so much for all your messages sent me. A special thanks here to everybody who signed up to my channel. I feel so blessed with so much people that signed up, so thank you so much for that. I'll go through all your messages, I'll answer as many as I can, but I will like all your messages for definite. And now we need to speak about Matt Hancock and that damn idiot parasite Isabel Oakeshott. I'll tell you this, right? We have the most stupid politicians that you could possibly have anywhere. And you people vote for this. You people actually vote for this bullshit. Are you telling me, right, that Matt Hancock, right, has taken all of his messages, right, and just given them over to the most vile journalist in this country, right? And I'll tell you why I say that, that's why she's so vile, because this is the woman who got Vicky Price locked up, left Vicky Price in prison, right, for one of the stories, for one of her stories, right? You know, so she's a real vile character, Isabel Oakeshott, right? And she was a person who's against all lockdowns and all this type of thing. So Matt Hancock, right, you know, this is reminiscent of the police coming to your house and saying, well, you know something, we know you robbed that bank. And you know something, if only we had the gun, right, then we could link you to that job. And you're like, the gun's there, it's in the cupboard, right there, look, in the cupboard there. And they say, well, come on, we know you're not that stupid to give us the gun just like that. What is... Oh, look, over here, look, come over here, look, come up, look, it's in there. That is what Matt Hancock has done. He's given her a loaded weapon, right, to use against him. I mean, that's just some of the revelations that have come out so far. I mean, there's new ones today, right, that these people wanted to have a cat cull. They wanted people to kill their cats. Like, are you fucking stupid, right? For someone even to be around these people that could even think, right, that you can convince the British public to go and murder their cat. Or you say, hey, Tiddles, come here, I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you, Tiddles. And yet, I'm doing something with this axe. What the fuck? These people are crazy, right? This is the type of people you've got in government. Stupid, right? Giving the woman all the text messages before you do redact everything, right? No. He gives it to her. Take it all. Over 100,000 messages, over 1 million words. And he's dyslexic, by the way. I really hate people who use dyslexia in this way, because there's just no way that Matt Hancock is dyslexic, right? And I went to university, right? And then he's up there giving speeches, writing speeches. People write speeches for him, not as a dyslexic. It's not going to happen, right? So, you know, this guy must be one of the most stupid people to have graced the face of the earth. And then there's messages from him and Gavin Williamson where they're really slagging off the teachers. I mean, these guys are going hammer and tongs at the teachers, right? Talking about how the teachers are lazy and good for nothing. You think, why would you give Isabel Oakeshott, of all people, these type of revelations. You know, you people, the people who you people are voting for, I put it down to you guys, right, have got to be as equally as thick as the people you vote for. Because me, I have never voted for someone who is this stupid. Never in my life have I voted for someone who is, I mean, Gavin Williamson, Matt Hancock. I mean, this is just what I'm dealing with today because, I guarantee you there is so much more to come out in this, because for Isabel Oakeshott, this is just like, this is, you might as well have given her the keys to the candy factory. Right, because she has got so much revelations, and this is going to be months and months of work because there's so many messages there. And, it's going to cover all departments. I mean, so far she's just covered like the education department, which Gavin Williamson was in charge of, and the stuff what she's saying, what's come out about them, is just been horrendous. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm keeping all my videos down to 10 minutes now. This, my friends, is By Any Means Necessary. I'm the MC John Ribbs. It was really nice to speak to you guys. Comments below.